everybody, it's Amy, and I have a new project share for today. I made some crafty gift items. I made a crown, a box to hold the crown, and packaged up some bows and a gift for a friend. Basically, I live in New Jersey, and today for lunch I'm going to be meeting Brittany Pochick. So these gifts are for Brittany. Now, Brittany is on YouTube as Brittany Pochick. She's an amazing craft artist, an amazing young woman, and I admire so much her enthusiasm for the crafty community. And we both live in New Jersey and not too far from each other, so this is the first time we're going to have a chance to meet live and in person, and I'm super duper excited. We're going to the Cheesecake Factory for lunch. So yeah, so as I said, I made a crown. I'll show you that real quickly. Isn't it pretty? I used the Frank Garcia Moonchild collection, and then the box and the gift items. I'll start with the crown, and I'll show you the dies I used to make these projects too. So yeah, so just to give you an overview of the crown, I thought this came out so super duper pretty. And in addition, you know, to meeting for the first time, it was recently Brittany's birthday, so I thought this would be you know, a unique gift for a very unique young lady. So here we go. To do the crown, I used some Brenda Walton dies, and I was inspired by a blog post too. I basically had purchased this die very recently off of eBay, and as you may know, Brenda Walton dies are kind of hard to find, and I purchased this, and I googled it, you know, to see kind of what projects people had made with it, and there was this woman who used this die, which is called the Brenda Walton Heart Pendant die. It's an awesome die. She used this die by Brenda Walton to make her crown, which is called the Cartouche Crown. And then she also used this die by Brenda Walton, which is called Star Celestial, to make a crown project. So I was blown away. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'll try to link it below. And so I wanted to, since I had recently obtained this die, I wanted to, you know, I was very inspired and kind of, you know, took the project and made it my own, but she definitely was the inspiration. And then this die, like I said, I had obtained recently. These two I had in my collection for, I think, since this one I bought when they came out. This one I bought a couple years after it came out. I was lucky to find it on eBay or something, or maybe Amazon had it. And like I said, this one, you know, if you didn't snap up the Brenda Walton dies quickly, they can be really hard to find now. And so this one I found just a week or two ago, and I was so delighted to, and felt so privileged and lucky to find it. And now this one, I looked on eBay this morning if you're interested in these dies. I did not see this one. I didn't see the stars, but I did see one of the crown die on eBay being sold. So if you're interested in purchasing the die. And then in addition to the Brenda Walton dies, I used a couple other dies in my crown. I used this gorgeous Thinlit set by Tim Holtz. It has the the spider, is it called spider leaves, or what are these called? It's called skeleton leaves. Sorry, skeleton leaves. So I purchased a skeleton leaf set a year ago. It's gorgeous. And then this is a super oldie but goodie die. This is by Sizzix, and it's Sizzix Leaves die. And there's the information there. So yeah, and I use this cut, and I use this cut for my crown. So yeah, so those are the dies I used in the crown, and let me show you kind of what I did here. Like I said, I had used the Frank Garcia Moonchild collection, which is just so beautiful. And I layered in the, so I cut the crown, you know, base from the die and from the collection. As you can see that. And then I cut the heart pendant from the Brenda Walton die, and I layered it on. And I cut a celestial star from the Brenda Walton die out of silver glitter cardstock that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby. And yeah, and then I just I stitched around the heart pendant with some pretty silver thread that I picked up at Joann's. It might be hard to see. And then I dangled, these are moon charms from the Moonchild collection, which are really gorgeous. I dangled one of those for my star. And then, let's see, and then I did some fussy cutting. I fussy cut this butterfly from the Moonchild collection. I put a little silver gemstone on it. And then I also fussy cut this butterfly from the collection. I have little pearl clusters in there. This emblem, I guess, this decorative emblem is from the Moonchild collection, and I layered it on a circle. And then I kind of, it might be hard to see, but I put some of the Martha Stewart eyelash yarn behind it. And, you know, just to give it some softness. And then I did, I fussy cut some flowers from the paper collection over here. And here's where I cut out those leaves from the Sizzix die. They're over here. And you can see I cut out the skeleton leaves in matte silver cardstock by Tonic. I thought that just gave it a really nice finish, and I thought more glitter would be too much. So that's why I love that matte mirror cardstock by Tonic, because you can still get the shimmer without being too overpowering. And then over here I layered in the skeleton leaves in the matte silver, and I also cut them from a green marble paper that's in the collection to break it up and tone down all the silver. So yeah, and then at the bottom here I just layered some ribbon, some silvery ribbon, and a strand of pearls. So it is a crown, right? And the Frank Garcia, the Moonchild collection, comes with some pretty sequins in moon, stars, and heart shapes. And so I just kind of decorated my crown with the sequins here and there. And I thought this came out super duper pretty. I hope Brittany likes it. I'll be excited to give it to her today. So yeah, so that's the crown. And then I needed a box to put my crown in. So I got this box from Michaels. And I think it's approximately like, the side is approximately like, it's like approximately 6 by 6. It might be like 5.75 by 5.5, something like that. But certainly you can use 6 by 6 paper to decorate it. And that's what I did. I just used different papers from the collection to line my box. And I'll show you that. And yeah, just paper is beautiful. And then I just used the Galaxy paper to do the lid edges. The lip of the lid, I guess it's called. And I used different paper up here. And I just love how this box turned out. I just did a lot of layering. So I cut, using my Spellbinder's Grandest Stabilities, I cut this silver circle from some the silver glitter cardstock that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, which I think is on sale this week. So you might want to pick some up. It's really, really pretty. And then I cut another circle from the paper collection, and I popped it, everything's popped up. I popped that up on some foam. This is the lower circle's popped up on some mounting tape. And then I just took an ephemera piece from the collection of the moon, and I put that there. I cut this out of the paper collection, this Gypsy Love Song, and I did some distressing and tearing and curling of the paper. I layered in some gemstones from the collection. The gemstones, or I guess the sand crystals from Moonchild, are absolutely stunning. There's a bunch of different colors. I chose for this project the deep blue. And then I have more of these little silver gemmies that I get from AC Moore. I just kind of dotted them here and there. I did some fussy cutting here. I layered in a heart. When I cut the heart pendant die, it cuts out a couple of hearts along with it. So I layered in one of the hearts here. And I layered in this, I think this might be a die from Concord and Ninth, like a skeleton flower. So I layered that in. And I have another ephemera piece here. And I have a Moonchild an ephemera piece that says Moonchild. Another silver gemmy, some pom-pom. I layered in some pom-pom trim. And over here I did a cluster of flowers, and they're from the Moonchild collection, and they're really pretty because the centers are really just gorgeously done with rhinestones. And I layered in a couple more of those skeleton leaves using the Tin Holtz die and the matte silver from Tonic, the matte silver paper. And I fussy cut a little butterfly from the collection. I put some shimmer Ice Spectrum Noir shimmer pen. I use that to put shimmer on the butterfly and shimmer on this flower die cut that I fussy cut from the collection. And then I just layered in a little tassel here. I cut it off of some tassel trim that I had picked up from Joann's and just kind of layered it behind my flower. I thought it came out pretty. So yeah, and then on the inside of my box, you can see I just have some tulle in there to cushion the crown. And yeah, and it fits in there kind of perfectly. I did make sure as I was working on it, because I knew I wanted it to fit in this box, not to raise it, you know, where it wouldn't fit in the box, you know, the die cuts, as I was applying the die cuts. But yeah, super pretty. I can't wait to give it to her. And then, let's see, what else did I do? I also made her a couple little gift items. I made her these bows. And I made these bows. This is a specialty. Love this cardstock from Joann's. It's a specialty cardstock by, I think it's American Craft. And it's just like a cream and gold polka dot. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I also use the pink cardstock. It's like a very pale pink. And I bought all this cardstock from Joann's like a couple weeks ago. What was it, like 10 sheets for $2 or something ridiculously cheap, and then you could use a 25 off coupon. So I just like massively stacked up. So now I have to make a lot of stuff. But I was so happy. It's hard to resist a good sale, right? And so I made the bows using a steel roller die that I had purchased from Allie that cuts the butterfly bows. Love the die. And then this bow in the center I used, it's the Precision Bow die. I think it's in the large and small. And it's the Frantic Stamper brand. And then this beautiful huge tag in the background, that's designed by Nicole Silhouette. She is a absolutely brilliant die designer. Blows me away. I think she's blowing everybody away. And she designs for a bunch of different stores on Ally. I don't know which store, I don't recall which store this was from, where, you know, that has the tag die cut. But if you watch Nicole's channel, I'm sure you'll see it and she'll tell you where you can pick it up. And I can try to figure it out and link it below. And then I just layered in to do like a little bag topper, because this was just so, I just thought everything was so pretty. I didn't want to kind of cover it up with a heavy topper. So I did a light topper. I did some die cuts of flowers, not flowers, leaf stems. And I layered on again. I had some more of those silver skeleton leaves left from my die cutting with the tonic matte silver paper, so I layered in a couple of those. This again came out when I did the cut with the Brenda Walton die, so I just kind of put that in there. I used another gem from Moonchild. I layered in a strand of pearls that was kind of like leftover. This is almost like a leftover cluster of different things what I had been using to make the box, and I kind of just assembled them to make a little pretty little wispy bag topper is what I was thinking. And then this is the this new punch. I love this punch. From Hobby Lobby. I think Anna on Serenity Creations showed this punch, and I was like blown away by it. I think it was her. And then I picked it up. So that's one of the butterflies from that punch. And I just layered in a silver gem. And yeah, and I thought that came out pretty. So I hope Brittany likes her bows. And then also I just have a gift for Brittany in here. So this bag is from Hobby Lobby. It's very simple packaging. Some pom-pom trim from Hobby Lobby. And then I made another one of those butterfly bows using the American Craft paper. And then I used one of those like kind of celestial kind of emblems from the Moonchild collection. And I mounted them on paper clips. I mounted the bow and the emblem on paper clips so that they can just kind of stick on here, and she can like really like, basically I'll open it up. She can well, theoretically she can open this very easily. Oh, there we go. So these are you know, reusable, which I thought was cool if she wanted to reuse them. And yeah, and I'll show you the little gift I got her, because this is cool. I just picked this die up for me at Hobby Lobby the other day. Isn't it awesome? It's just a cute die. It cuts these bubbles. So I had picked it up for me, and let me show you real quick. I'm being spontaneous here. I made some embellishments for another project using that die, and I just thought they came out so cute. Isn't it a great die? Yeah, this is for a different project, but yeah. And so Brittany had commented that she needs the die, so I picked it up for her. So I hope she's happy to, happy to get this for her today. It's a great die, and if you're in Hobby Lobby and you're inclined, I'd pick it up. It's going to be really, really useful. And yeah, so everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you don't already subscribe to Brittany, you probably do, but if you don't, go ahead over there and show her some love. And I really think you'll enjoy her work. So thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.